time for the Praise Report, a media ministry of Heartland Christian Center. Many have been touched physically, spiritually, and emotionally while enjoying the program. And now, here's Pastor John.
John DeLacio here, pastor of the thriving Heartland Christian Center based out of Central Florida. And we want to invite you to follow us. We have some other pages now, John DeLacio, and then also Heartland Christian Center. Then we got the Heartland Christian, the Heartland Global Shopping Network, and the Heartland Global Thrift Store. I want to invite you to like all those pages also. We have a dear friend here named Terry Miller, a very special person. He's going to give a little testimony about how we met and so on and so forth. And we love you, Terry. Here's Terry.
My name is Terrance Miller. I've been with Pastor John since '96 is when I moved to Orlando, Florida. Back in '94, though, I started watching him on TV. I think it was '94, '95. I was watching his ministry on TV, but I didn't live in Orlando. I lived in Palaca, Florida. I was going through some things. I had got separated and was going through a divorce. So I moved to Orlando. I didn't know any pastors. I asked a pastor that I was going to his church at the time. I said if he knew anybody, and he didn't. But I came here and I moved to Winter Park, and I went ahead and started watching the Christian television again. I was a new Christian. I'd only been a Christian for got saved back in 1990, so I was only about 5 years old as a Christian, or 6 years old. And I happened to come across again the Heartland Christian ministry on TV. And Pastor John was on there, and he said he was at a church, so I found out where he was. Back then the internet wasn't real big, but it was available. But I located him, and I started coming to his church. From that point on, because I really wasn't strong. I was a new Christian. I wasn't strong, but for 3 years after that, I was part of his ministry. Probably around the end of '96, '97, I started actually getting involved in his ministry. Actually helped on the film crew, filming, and I used to travel with him a little bit. I look at Pastor John as my first spiritual father in the ministry. He built my foundation. He gave me the foundation that I have today. Okay, and I do a lot in the ministry today. I teach in my church. We do like a cell group, a home group, whatever you want to call it. So we do a lot. Okay, I've taught on several different subjects, baptism and stuff like this in our church, for the new people getting baptized for the first time, things like this. So I'm very involved in our church. But it's also gave me what he did for me when he had me working in his ministry was that now I can, if there's any ministry that needs help, I can step in and I can just give help because of what I learned through Pastor John. He is my first spiritual father. There's nothing else that can take that away. He built my foundation, and I'm proud of that. And I love him for that. And it's been that's 20-something years ago, and I'm still here, connected with him. We don't come to this church right now, but I'm still connected with him, and I still send him offerings. And if there's good ground, this is it, okay? That's why I still give offerings and when I can help, and hopefully one day I'll be able to give a lot more to the ministry, because I know he's doing God's work. He's a man of God. He knows the word. And let me tell you what, that's what I needed those first years of my Christianity. And that's why I believe that he put the foundation in me to where I am today. And I thank him for that. I love you. And and I've been through, I've seen a lot, but I'll tell you one word that I think of when I think of Pastor John, and that is resilience, okay? And that means that he can bounce back from anything. even from the last thing I heard on YouTube, and he actually texted me. He texts me, and sometimes he'll call me, but he texted me and said, pray, because we lost the trailer. But within, what was it, a week that you guys, or 2 weeks or something, you guys had it back. A couple days, excuse me, a couple days. And you guys, even with my wife, she says, look, I just seen a thing about the trailer going missing. And then now it's come back. And she's seen that. And I said, yeah, he texted me about that. And we've been praying about that. So I am so happy to be a part of, in prayer or in offerings, a part of this ministry. Because, like I said, he built my foundation. And I'm always going to be grateful. He is one of my spiritual fathers. He is my first spiritual father. The first two pastors I ever knew really weren't connected with. He was the first one that I ever got connected with. And I just account him to who I am today. So, and I praise God for that. And I thank you for allowing me to get up here and give you that type of testimony. And I just believe that that's what he does. He can put a good foundation in you. All right, so I thank you again, and praise God, and God bless everybody. Thank you very much. All right.